Back at the hospital.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about why I was in the hospital. I was in the hospital back in December. I was in the hospital twice. Never went into detail as to why I was in the hospital. Then for 14 days straight I was on bed rest, so I feel like I didn't really do much in December but like rest. Like I just didn't tell you guys what was going on, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys because I did a vlog back in December when everything happened. So I was in the hospital due to my pregnancy, so I'm also going to be talking about like my pregnancy experience so far, give you guys a little bump date. If you guys are new to this channel, hi, my name's Alondra. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications to be notified every time I upload a new video. So I did just pick up some Chick-fil-A because I'm going to be eating while I talk about this because the baby's starving. My baby was like, I don't like Chick-fil-A. Just kidding. Because throughout my whole pregnancy, I could not stand the smell of Chick-fil-A. I would like instantly puke, and it was so hard for me to eat it. And it's crazy because I was so obsessed with Chick-fil-A pre-pregnancy. Like you guys know, on the AlondraDessy channel, that's all we would eat. Like Chick-fil-A was our thing. So I feel like barely now, when was it, like last week, I started like actually enjoying it. Like I like how it tastes now. So I'm gonna take advantage and eat all this Chick-fil-A. Everything that you guys are about to watch was filmed in December. Then I'm going to bring you guys back and talk a little bit more about the situation. But before getting into the video, I did want to thank Casetify for sponsoring today's video. Casetify is a tech accessory brand specializing in unique and protective phone cases. They also do carry AirPod cases, watch bands, and many other tech accessories. As you guys can see, Casetify phone cases are protective and slim. Their impact cases are engineered with a 2-layer construction of Chi-Tech and drop tested proof for drops up to 6.6 feet. And these are much more protective than those alternatives you'd find on Amazon. As you guys can see, they do come in a bunch of different designs, so you guys could choose your color and print that you like so it can match your style. You can also add your name or monogram for a truly custom case. Casetify's antimicrobial coating keeps your case germ-free, killing 99% of bacteria. They are partially made of recycled plastic, so you can feel good about your phone looking great. And Casetify has collabed with many designers like Lisa Frank, the Rolling Stones, Vetmon. This one is so cute. It has a bunch of peaches. Let's do a drop test, shall we? Okay guys, I'm about to drop it. Phone is perfectly fine, no scratches, no nothing, period. Go to www.casetify.com/AlondraDessy to get 20% off your new favorite phone case. Without further ado, let's get right into this video.
Hi, Cookie Bear.
Back at the hospital. I'm feeling way better now. This is the second time. Last week I was in the hospital and I had to come back the next week because I kept on freaking fainting and I couldn't keep anything down. I couldn't even keep water down. I do feel way better now. I've been here since like 10 p.m. last night and it's already 10 a.m. the next morning. They did give me nausea medication, so this is the first day that I've been actually able to eat without throwing up. I had cereal and some eggs and I drank juice and I didn't throw up. It feels so good to be able to eat without throwing up, you guys. Back at home, as you guys can see, the nurse already came. I didn't really explain what happened after the hospital. Well, while I was at the hospital, they actually inserted a PICC line, which is this right here. It's like an IV, but it's a way longer needle. It's used on patients that have IV or medication going on for a long time. And I'm gonna have to be on IV and medication for 14 days.
You showered today?
Yeah.
When?
In the morning.
In the morning?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, remember?
You showered, Lion?
Yeah, I did.
You can't, babe. You're not gonna lie to them.
I did shower. You're so fucked up. What I haven't done is wash my hair. I still have an ovarian cyst and I paid $63,000 to get the ruptured one removed. So I paid all that money for nothing if it freaking came back. So they did say that I had I don't even know how you pronounce it, hyperemesis gravidarum. I'm gonna like put the name right here. It's just a very severe form of vomiting and nausea during pregnancy. Now that you guys watched that footage, I'm gonna go ahead and explain everything that's been going on. I'm finally starting to gain my weight back though. I looked all like chupada before, like, and now I can see that I'm gaining weight. I could tell when my face starts getting a little chunkier and my arms get like a little arm fat. There's no buffalo sauce? No? Babe. I'm gonna cry.
But we got these.
But I want buffalo sauce.
We ain't got it.
My eyelashes are falling off. I've had this makeup on for like quite a while now, so if you see my eyelashes falling off, mind your business now. What do you guys get from Chick-fil-A? I always just get these two things all the time. Either the chicken strips or I get the spicy deluxe but protein style lettuce wrap, period. What did you get?
I got chicken sandwich.
He eats his sandwiches so plain. What's in it?
Nothing. I don't mess with them pickles like that.
Tickle my pickle.
Hey, tickle my pickle for a nickel.
Mac and cheese with the chicken strips. Okay, so since you guys already watched the vlog from December, well, the little clips from December, I did mention that they diagnosed me with hyperemesis gravidorum.
That sounds like a Harry Potter
spell, huh?
It sounds like a Harry Potter
Hyperemesis gravidorum.
Hyperemesis Wingardium Leviosa.
Obviously now I feel way better. Now I just get like morning sickness. So basically hyperemesis gravidorum is a severe form of morning sickness. It's not even morning sickness, it's like an all-day thing. I was vomiting like literally 24/7. I was like stuck to the toilet. Like it was so bad to the point where I couldn't even drink water, like nothing. Everything I would drink or eat, I would throw it up like right away, so nothing would stay in me for like that long. On top of the hyperemesis gravidorum, I also have a cyst, which is the size of like a fruit. I don't know, did he say grapefruit? I don't know what he told me, but he said it was like, I don't know how many inches, but when he told me, I'm like, that sounds pretty big. So I was in the hospital for that. I was getting like abdominal pain.
Wait, how many inches is big?
3? No, I think my cyst is bigger than 3 inches, right? Remember you told us, yeah. You guys, when we first saw my cyst on the ultrasound, it literally looked like 2 babies in there. It was like, the cyst was literally the size of the baby. So I was like, twins? Imagine?
Is dabbing still cool?
I haven't seen people do that in a while. Did you just do my back? Oh yeah, so before I landed in the hospital, my OB did try to like resolve the problem with nausea medication. And dude, I would throw up the medication, I would throw up everything. We went through like 3 medications, I think. One was Bongesta, and I forgot the other one.
It was like some weird name.
But like I said, we did go through like 3 medications that wasn't working. So the OB was like, no, like, he told Benny, like, you have to take her to the hospital, because not only was I throwing up, having pains, I was also fainting. I was literally dying. Like, I remember my dad came to visit me. I don't remember if it was before going to the hospital, but I literally didn't even have energy to talk. I was like a zombie, just like, they're having no energy. Like I didn't even feel like myself. So when I went to the hospital, they put me on IV for like, how many days did I stay there? Like 3 days, huh? The second time?
You're there for like 3 days, and then you're at home IV for 2 weeks.
I was at the hospital for 3 days, but the crazy part is that prior to being there for the 3 days, I think a week before that, I went to the hospital too. They ended up giving me Sofran through my IV for the whole 3 days, and then they also gave it to me for the full 14 days when I was at home. But then I freaked out because I did do like my research, and Sofran is linked to like birth defects, and I like stopped taking it right away. But they had already injected it through my IV. But I asked my OB, and he was like, oh, you're gonna be fine. It's better than you getting like no nutrition at all, because the baby needs like, you know, the nutrition to grow. And he said that his wife took it too, but still I'm scared, because after the 14 days I was still really sick. So they gave me Sofran, but like in tablet form. But like I said, I try to avoid taking it. I don't think I have taken it after the IV. I probably took it like once or twice, but I really try not to because I'm so scared. But I'm eating good now. Shit. Last week I went out to go eat with Maria, and I literally like pigged out, and as soon as I got home I threw up all my food. So that's what I'm saying, like I have my good and bad days. Like obviously I'm gaining my weight back, so that's pretty good. For my pregnancy reveal video, I had a whole pick line in me because I was still on IV. So yeah, my pregnancy has been really hard. I feel like everyone glamorizes pregnancy because everyone has obviously different experiences. If you're planning on getting pregnant, I don't want to like scare you, because like I said, everyone has different experiences. Oh, and shortly after I announced my pregnancy, people were like, oh, where's the video of like you telling Elsie? And I was literally dying. I was still like throwing up on the toilet, and people were being so mean. I'm like, y'all are mean. They were like, oh, pregnancy is not an excuse and blah blah blah, she's lazy. They're being mean to me.
Oh my gosh, it's Megan Thee Stallion! Megan!
So I guess I'll give you guys my perspective of the whole pregnancy and how, you know, I dealt with it. And I feel like it was a little stressful in the beginning because I wasn't familiar with like the certain things that she was dealing with. No one that I knew that was pregnant or has been experiencing pregnancies ever experienced, what was it, that thing you were talking about?
The hyperemesis gravidarum.
So that no one I knew heard of that, and I never even heard of it. So it was a surprise for me. I was more concerned about like her and how, if she was all right and if the baby was all right. I remember the first time she fainted is when we're in the shower, right?
I was like, I don't feel so.
Yeah, because she always would tell me too, like, oh, I feel like I'm a faint or whatever. And before she would never faint, so I was like, just I don't know. It wasn't like I didn't believe you or nothing. It was.
He's mean.
It wasn't that I didn't believe you.
I feel like every time I would tell you that I was in pain or that I felt something, you'd be like, ah, she's lying.
Well, because
until it actually happened.
Because she be complaining about everything, so it's like I can't tell what's serious and what's not. So it's like she was saying that she was feeling a little woozy or whatever, and I was like, all right, well, you know, let's get out because it gets kind of stuffy in the shower, you know, from the steam and all that. And then I just remember her face started to turn blank, and that's when I kind of like got in like panic mode.
I turned into a noodle.
Like she got like, she was like, I need to get out, I need to get out.
And I didn't make it out.
And like I already knew I was not gonna just let her walk out because just the like how she was, her face and everything, like she wasn't gonna make it like to.
Wait, that wasn't the first time I fainted. Remember the first time I fainted, I made it out. Like caught me.
That's the one I'm talking. Let me tell the story.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I seen like in her face, and I already kind of just felt like she wasn't gonna like make it to the bed. So I was like, all right, I just was holding on to her as she was like walking out of the shower. But like the way the shower is, like we couldn't open it all the way, so one of us had to get out first. So I was like, in order for me to like get out, I would have to let her get out first, and then I go behind her and grab her. So I let her go, but I was still like holding on to like her side or whatever. But like I didn't have a full like good grip. So I just let her go, but with still like my hand on her, and I just seen like she was like going further down.
I was like,
and I was like, oh fuck. So I grabbed her, and like literally, if I didn't grab her, she would have went face first into the wall like that, and landed on her stomach too. Like she was gonna fall like face first. So thank God I was like right there to like grab her. And yeah, so I ended up just picking her up. She was like limp, like literally like dead. Like so I picked her up.
So out of it.
I picked her up, and then I put her in the bed, and then like her face was like weird. Like it was just scary because like I never seen her face like that. Like she was just looked like so blank, and I was just like snapping, and like I was trying to like wake her up and get her more alert. You're just because it looked like you're up, but you weren't like responsive yet. Like you woke up, but like you're looking at me, but you didn't know. It looked like you didn't know what you're looking at first.
I know, I don't remember how.
So yeah, I mean, after that first experience, it was kind of scary, and I ended up like contacting the doctor right after, and I was like, oh yeah, so she just fainted. Like, what do you recommend? There's one time you fainted in the shower.
That was the third time.
Yeah, that was the last time I think it was. And then after that first time, it's kind of like it wasn't like panic mode. Like I just kind of seen it coming, and I knew what to do. It was already like too late for us to walk out, so I just like kind of held on to her until she was like limp, you know, and then I kind of just sat her down. It was stressful on my end just because I didn't know what to do, and I was like, I don't know if she's okay. After a while, I just got used to it.
I would literally cry on the toilet. Like I would have mental breakdowns because I'm like, fuck, like when am I gonna feel like myself? I felt so unhealthy. Like it got to the point where I wouldn't even eat and I would still throw up. So I was throwing up like stomach acid, and it would hurt so bad.
It was very like physically strenuous on her and also mentally, and I think it was just like, it was hard for her both ways in every like way possible. I remember one day I was hungover and she was throwing up, so we're both throwing up in the morning, and I felt like shit, and I was like, man, that sucks how like my hangover goes away and her sickness doesn't. So I'm like,
mine was like an all day thing.
So like it's like being hungover like 24/7. So that's like horrible to even think.
I know, because I remember when I was throwing up, my headaches were so bad and nothing would help. Like I would drink water, I would drink like Suero, nothing would help. So I had like a headache 24/7, throwing up, going through all this pain.
She's doing a lot better now, so holding down. She still has some bad days, but not as bad as how it was before, because it would be consistent. Like,
so I am currently 26 weeks and 5 days. So in 2 days I'm going to be 27 weeks. So that means I'm almost 7 months. It's like 6 months and 3 weeks. So this is what the belly looks like. Dude, it looks pointy, huh? It looks pointy here. It's so weird. Sometimes my belly looks low, but for the most part, it always looks high like this. I feel like I'm missing belly here. Okay, guys, that is it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to give it... Oh, I'm out of breath. Don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Slick talk, got your feet to the ceiling. Say my name around your girl, now she cheesing. Don't want no beef like they vegan. Ay, ooh, I need a pack now. Big gas knock you out like I'm packing. Mad cause they see that I'm up now. Got your bitch